Okay, today's basket case is a 2007 BMW 328 Xi. Let me show you here. We have a 328 Xi. Ours is a four-door sedan, 3.0, naturally aspirated N51 engine. And it needs an oil pan gasket. So we're going to do some disassembly on the top. Get this cover off. This cover. And we're going to do much disassembly on the bottom. So let's get started. Okay, quick update on this BMW. You saw we got the cabin filter assembly off. We got the covers off underneath, all the plastic covers loaded with oil. We got the structural brace, the aluminum piece, we got that off as well. And now we have to, next step is we're going to start disassembling the bottom, the suspension and the axles. We have to remove the subframe to make access to the front differential and the oil pan to get that out of there. Before we do that, we have to put the engine support brace up here. And what's the most important tool in a BMW owner's tool bag? It's the tow hook. Second use of the tow hook, aside from screwing it in the front and the back and towing the car, there's another provision for this thing on the front of the engine. Let me show you. See that hole right there? The tow hook thread's right in there. Just like that. Now you have a lifting point to support the front of the engine. Okay, top tip. I need you over here too. We got there's one bolt here, and there's one bolt here. They're both loose. All the other bolts are out of the subframe down on the ground. It's straight down, right? So you hold it up. It's coming off now. Will it come down? Let's hold it in.
Link on this side.
Oh, how'd you get back in there? Pick it up. Get straight on the floor. All right, phase one complete. Subframe, had to get some help to bring it down. We have a lot more work to do, a lot more. See if I could secure that rack better. Subframe is down. You gotta take the front drive shaft off, drain the front diff, and then remove that. Okay, what was I? Let's just mark the drive shaft. Flange, go back in the same spot. Always a good idea to do that. Got all four now. Drain the front diff now. The fill and the drain are both 14mm Allen heads. Let's open it, make sure we can fill it back up. Yeah. 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 That was easy. I gotta tie you up. Excellent. Let that drain out. Yeah. Pretty clean. Thing has 110,000 miles on it. I'm gonna drain you all while we're here too. Okay, time to drop the front differential. Got one bolt out. transmission coolant lines bolted to the oil pan. That's gotta come off. And in the front. Okay, now it's quiet in here, and I pulled the I pulled the oil pump, sorry. I pulled the oil pan off camera, because sometimes you just have to get it done. And straightforward, right after you saw me pull the differential off the side, before that, I lowered the car and got that top bolt for the motor mount to get that out of the way. Then I removed the differential, the front differential. And then that was a matter of just removing all the bolts, all the oil pan bolts. And then once the last one was removed, it just dropped out by itself. You gotta finagle the rack and pinion down a little bit to give yourself some down clearance. You have to dip the oil pan down in the front, move it forward so the back of the pan can clear the lip that sticks out, that fits in right over there. Okay. So we have here all the screws. These are one-time use screws. These are aluminum screws. They are really, really light. So they're aluminum screws. They have to be replaced, and you can't use steel because they don't want any electrolysis or any corrosion occurring between the steel bolts and the aluminum oil pan and aluminum block. So we have a new set here. We have the new oil pan bolts. We have a new oil pan gasket. Oh, let me show you this. Here's the motor mount. Let me move this light so it's not too. And then found this, the ground strap, which grounds from the body to the engine block. Basically, this is very common. It was connected. All I did was I touched it and it brittled apart. And so there's another one coming tomorrow from my Euro supplier, OEM BMW. And with this broken like that, car will not start because BMW, their batteries are in the rear and they ground, the negative terminal on the battery grounds to the body of the vehicle. And then in order for the block to be grounded, this ground strap has to be attached from the body to the block. And let me go over to the oil pan. And all the lights are out, so let me have my light here. So here it is. Here's the oil pan. Gasket still attached to it. Very common on these things for the oil pans to leak. And as you can see, let me try and get down in there without causing a, bear with me, people. Just want to show you. Where is it? Right there. You can see the bubbles? See the bubbles of the oil moving around, refracting that light. It split right there, and it was pumping out and going down, and it looked like almost a rear main seal, but it's not. These things constantly fail. Well, this thing had to be, in all honesty, this is a 2007 with 110,000 miles on it. So, but it turns the rubber, it just hardens, almost like a plastic. So yeah, you can see that crack right there, right? And you can start to see other ones forming as well. So that's where we are. Now, I gotta do a whole lot of cleaning on this. And I'm going to clean the differential. Let me show you that real quick. This thing is not leaking. Try and spiff that up a bit. And what else here? Not really so much gonna go crazy on the subframe, cleaning that. It's not that bad. But gonna clean the structural brace. That I'm gonna clean. Gonna clean the back half of that plastic cover and this nastiness, because the oil pan was dripping in the back. So as you can see, that's where it was collecting and it was causing a huge mess. So that's gonna get cleaned as well. So, all right. Thanks for watching part 1. Hope you stick around and watch part 2 when that comes out, probably in a week. Hope you like my funny looking hat here because I was getting rained on by the dirt and debris, and it's a little chilly out today. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me your concerns and your criticisms and all that stuff. And thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.